Week 2 of the Nebraska high school football season starts now at Bryan High School as we get set for kickoff between the Gross Catholic Cougars and the Westview Wolverines. Welcome, everybody. Joey Kirkland alongside me, Austin Ulmer. And Austin, this game we're calling right now is unlike any game we've called so far, and that is because of the Westview Wolverines playing the first official game in their school's history. Last week they had their first game. It was a forfeit victory over Buena Vista, who did not have enough players to get an official varsity team. So they are 1-0, but tonight is their first official game.
Yeah, real exciting for the parents and the kids out on the field for Westview. This being their first official game. As you said last week, was a forfeit victory for the Wolverines. So we get to see what this team has to offer tonight. But it's a heavy task. The Gross Cougars, they had a great game last week, putting up the points, running down the throat of Beatrice last week. And it was all about Jake Garcia, rushing for nearly 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. And that's the name of the game for the Cougars, is running the ball.
Absolutely. Garcia is going to give the Wolverines a handful, and Coach Benjamin Ryan of the Wolverines is going to have a strong mission trying to limit this team. And one issue for this Westview Wolverine team is the lack of experience. This team consists of freshmen and sophomores. That is it. Even look at their starting quarterback. The only high school stats you can find of his were his freshman baseball stats at Burke last year.
Right.
So it'll be an interesting experience for this Westview team this year to see what they can put together.
Yeah, most definitely. We talked to Coach Tom Van Hout this morning on the phone, the Gross Catholic coach, and he said he doesn't really know what to expect from this team as they have not played a game. So we'll see how that affects the game plan. He said he's going to switch up some formations based off of last week, though, and we'll see how that works out. And
Absolutely.
It looks like Westview will be kicking the ball, so Gross will be receiving to start this one up.
That's right, and Gross already in position to really get the momentum tonight. They got a home game, and now they're getting the ball first started off, and this kickoff nearly going out of bounds. He's going to pick it up, though. Cutting inside to the middle, and they got blockers. He's working past the 30, getting to the 35, dodging another defender. He's at the 50. He gets tripped up, goes down at the 40-yard line. What a return there for the Gross Cougars.
Yeah, what a tackle, though, by Mark Kiley. Otherwise, he would have been gone. That was quite the tackle to get his foot. Barely got him by the sideline. But what a way to start this one off for the Cougars there, Joey.
Couldn't ask for a better way to start. So they're going to start off right at the 40-yard line in enemy territory. So we will see what the Cougars have. It'll be quarterback Colby Duncan, the junior under center. And then we talked about Jake Garcia, the talent he possesses behind the quarterback.
Yeah, he's the one to watch for this Cougars team for sure. 6 foot, 200 pounds. A lot to take down. Quite the challenge for the Wolverines.
Cougars coming out the pro set, the handoff right here. Solid gain, about 8 yards there.
That was Owen Brennan.
That's right, and Brennan, a lot of players in this team are big utility players, do a little bit of everything. Brennan last week had a 16-yard reception for a touchdown, also had 7 tackles on defense. Yeah,
that's right. These guys can do everything, and we'll see them all over the field. And expect us, as I said, expect to see some mixing formation on the phone.
And it'll be 2nd and 3 here. You see the motion. Duncan rolling back. A little bit of pressure on him. He's looking to run it right up the middle. Nice gain here. Picks up the first down and more. Going just inside the 25-yard line. Solid run there from Colton Duncan.
Yeah, good vision there to find the gap and get the yards gained.
And Colby Duncan, not known a lot for the run game. Last week only had 4 rushes for 7 yards, but here he is getting a big pickup. And every first down today is brought to you by Great Plains State Bank at 15858 West Dodge Road. So it'll be 1st and 10 now, ball at the 21-yard line. Pro set again here for the Cougars.
There's Garcia right there.
Garcia just keeps pushing forward. You can see the size and strength of him right there. And great work by the O-line continuing to push him forward. And when we had talked, Coach was saying before the game, they have 4 returning starters on that line of theirs. So there's a lot of experience and a lot of size up front.
Well, and he said that's the key to this running game for the Cougars is that offensive line, returning those guys. They have the experience, and he wants to see those gaps open up that you could drive a car through.
So now already ball at the 14-yard line, 2nd and 3 here. He's going to fake the handoff, looking to get this one off into the end zone. That ball is short of the intended receiver.
That was some good coverage right there from Westview. Good job by the second.
Absolutely. That was Kobe Mapp right there on defense.
Looks like there is a flag on the.
And it looks like that one will be on the offense. You see them stepping back. Yep, and especially last week, the discipline was great from them. Weren't seeing a lot of penalties, so first drive, moving the ball, all the momentum. Now we like to see.
So personal foul called on the offense.
Neither did I, but a big loss there. Going from the 14 to the 29-yard line. Now back to a 2nd and 18.
Yeah, and we might be seeing Colby Duncan throwing here last week at 95 yards. Not known really this Gross team for throwing the ball. He does hand it off to Garcia.
That's the strategy they saw last week, but not getting a whole lot there, only a gain of a few.
Kevin Rimpey with a nice tackle right there, bringing him down Garcia. That's not an easy thing to do.
No, and we had discussed, you just said Colby Duncan not passing a lot. That's not the way their offense works. But last week, whenever they needed him, he came through. Really efficient game. 10 for 13, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not an all-star stat line, but 10 for 13 is a stat line you will take any day.
Well, and it's all about how you control the game, Joey. Your composure out there. And he's capable of doing that.
So it's 3rd and 21, ball at the 32. 9 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. He's got Garcia to his side, back in shotgun. And he is going to hand this one off. Garcia working to the right. Nice gain here. He's going to get the first down and more. That's a touchdown for the Cougars.
And what a run there from Garcia there, Joey. That's his 4th touchdown now on the year. As we said, last year, 1,170 yards. He had 12 touchdowns last year. He's already got 4 this year, and this is the second game.
He's picking up right where he left off last week. I thought 3rd and 21 at the 32. You're not handing that ball off, but clearly they knew what they were doing. Garcia with a fantastic run, and it's a 6-0 lead for the Cougars, looking to make it 7-0 right here.
Well, and with all that line there, you can see gaps were open. Great blocking by the line. Lots of experience on the line, and we saw it displayed there.
Yep, he made that quick cut to the right, and from that point on, there was only one man to worry about. So here's Alex Koss going for the PAT. That kick is up and good. 7-0 lead now.
What a way to start this one. 1 drive and 1 touchdown.
Yep, and every score today is brought to you by Papillion Foreign Motors, located on East 1st Street in Papillion. So now we got to see what kind of response the Westview Wolverines have in them. They'll get their first offensive possession in school history, and the man leading them out will be number 3, Luke Schaefer at quarterback.
Yeah, and we'll see what this Westview offense can do. Like we said, no tape at all on these guys to play a game. So all they can maybe go off of is a little bit of tape from practice, but I bet they don't have a lot of that. So we'll see what they have in store
and I wouldn't
for
be
this Gross defense.
I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, if they have a dominant player, they're going to want to feed him, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have a well-balanced offense, really just to keep the defense on their toes because, like we're saying, they have no clue what to expect. I'm guessing there's a little defensive strategy. You don't know whether to target the quarterback, the running back. So if they play a well-balanced offense, I think that's their best opportunity to get some points and stay competitive.
In Westview, they have 2 guys back to return this, so maybe going for a little bit of deception on special teams here.
And one of the struggles for Gross last season was their defense. They had some defensive struggles, giving up 218 rushing yards per game, and even last week in their big victory, they gave up 206 rushing yards. So we could see maybe the running attack here from the Wolverines. The kickoff here from Koss. Booming kick. This one will fall in the end zone.
Smart job there just to take the touchback. So this is the opportunity to see what kind of formation Westview comes out with.
That's right.
That you would expect maybe this first few drives on this series, maybe the first couple series, a little bit of nerves out there, on these players, freshman and sophomore.
Absolutely. And with the age, we noticed for the game, definitely a size difference. But Westview does have their handful of big guys, so if they can pack out that line, give their quarterback and running back time to work with, could be promising.
Start out in the gun here, Joey.
Yep, we got Schaefer in the gun. One back to his right. High snap there, gets the handoff, but really nowhere to go. Going down right at about the line. That was number 44, Blake Smith.
Yeah, and Jake Garcia on the tackle, doing it all. He had that touchdown, and he's back out there for the tackle.
So they'll give him 1 yard on the play. That'll be 2nd and 9 now. We'll see what type of arm Schaefer has on him. Like we said, really nobody on this team, you can look at their football background when it comes to high school.
Something to note, too, this Cougars defense last week had 2 interceptions, one for 35 yards, one for 33. So something to keep in mind.
Another handoff, defense all over him. That's a loss of yardage for Smith. Running an identical play from first down. They had some motion there, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard, but ultimately same play, and the defense did not flinch. So that's a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd and 11 now at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, and they're going to have a little more deception if they want to get past this tough Cougars defense. Some highlights from last week.
Unless they pull something out of the Cougars playbook on 3rd and long, more than likely going to see Schaefer's arm on this play.
Yeah, Henry Nosbich last week, the linebacker, 11 tackles in that game. He's out there right now. Expect to do something here.
Still one back to his side. This time Smith moves to the left. Schaefer under pressure, rolling to the right. Pass is caught, almost caught. He's going to lose that one. That was number 14, Kevin Rempe, the intended receiver.
Yeah, and he had blue jerseys all over him. Hard to...
Couldn't make the catch, but had he made the catch, would have gone down right away anyway. So 4th and 11 now. Rough start to the game for the Westview Wolverines.
And here in this territory, you got to be careful of a blocked punt. Totally possible for the Cougars on special teams.
We'll even have to see the discipline. You also mentioned, these guys might be shaky right now. We even saw first play of the game, a bit of a high snap. And this is the moment you can't afford any sort of a high snap. So see what they can do right here. 7:03 to play in the first quarter. Gets the snap. That's Rempe. This one is blocked. Goes out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Big play, and there's some chippiness on the field right there. See a few players pushing each other around. But what a big play from the special teams, blocking the punt, and yet again starting a drive with amazing field position.
Yeah,
they started at the 40 last drive, now moving up to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, that gives Cougars possession in the red zone there, Joey, to start off this drive. Another big opportunity here for Gross.
Just a brutal opening for the Wolverines. You knew this is a game where more than likely they're outmanned, but if they got that good start, if they really get that momentum going early, they could get that confidence, but not a start that's going to give you a whole lot of confidence. So we see Duncan, Garcia to his right. He's looking to throw. Going to the end zone, first play, and that one is caught. We got a touchdown, Cougars. Number 13, Jackson Drake for the touchdown, and Schaefer gets his first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, and what a pass there by Duncan, putting it up. He knew that Drake could get up, get the ball, and leads to a touchdown there.
Yeah, really great work hitting him, because not a whole lot of separation between Drake and the defender, but just hit him right on the numbers. So here's Koss again, looking to make this a 14-0 lead. And again, we remind you, every score brought to you by Papillion Foreign Motors. PAT is up, and that one is good. 14-0 the lead here for the Cougars. A quick start as they look to keep their strong start to the season going. And we brought up the Beatrice game. We mentioned what Duncan and Garcia did. Didn't really talk about the overall game, though. It was a 41-7 victory over the Beatrice Orange. Really a great way to get your season going, especially coming off a 4-win season in their previous year. So they're really feeling good. One of the things we talked to with the coach, asking how the team was feeling, and he mentioned how their morale's feeling, that they're feeling ready to go. This team's feeling energized, and today on pace for a big victory to start off 2-0 to the season.
Yeah, commanding 14-0 lead to start this one off. And Gross looking real good so far on this one, Joey. On both sides of the ball, too, even on special teams. Got that big block punt, put them inside the red zone, which led to the score. So huge right there.
Just a tricky situation for the Wolverines to start. Already down 14, not even halfway through the first quarter. We'll see this next drive if they can at least put together a few first downs, kind of get some consistency to their offense. Koss getting ready for the kickoff.
Yeah, and the Gross student section going crazy down here.
Already with a lot to cheer about. Another big leg here. That one will fall in the end zone. And another drive starting at the 20-yard line. So for Schaefer as quarterback, we'll see what he can do to try and get his team going, get some energy on the sidelines.
Yeah, and I'm sure Coach talked to them, tried to get their composure. You know, go back out there. You've already had a drive now. Nerves can get out of the way and just try to make something happen. Climb your way back into this game. Already down 14-0, Joey.
And I think especially going into the first drive of the season, got those nerves. You're thinking about what can go wrong, but 3-and-out, block punt, down 14-0. You've established what can go wrong. You can say, all right, we're struggling. Get those nerves out of our system. Let's play some football, try and get back in here. Back behind Schaefer here. Faking the handoff, rolling to the right. He might try and run this one. He is getting a gain of about 5 there. Solid first down, and I think we have a late hit there.
Yeah, he hit him after he was already out of bounds, gave himself up. Not a good penalty for the Cougars.
No, but the Wolverines will take those yards. Try and improve the field position here, going up 15 yards now.
And we'll see where they move the chains to on this one.
Looks like the ball will be up at the 42-yard line.
That's a 15-yard penalty. That's enough for a Westview first down. First and 10 Wolverines at the...
Obviously going into a drive. As the offense, you're not planning for a late hit, but right here you'll take it.
That's
looking
right,
for any
yeah.
yards they can get.
Well, and it looks like the player who got hit on the sideline will be all right, so that's good to see as well, Joey.
Absolutely. Looks like maybe a bit of a miscommunication there. Schaefer looked like he was trying to hand it off to someone, but the defense just swarming around him. That'll be a big loss.
Schaefer on the scramble. Gene Bowen on the tackle.
Yeah, and that was Bowen on the tackle for the Cougars. Looks like Sebastian Nava was in there as well. 3 blue jerseys swarming the quarterback for the Wolverines.
After a big gain on the first play of the drive, now they lose 5. Ball back at the 37-yard line. 6:10 to play in the first quarter. Schaefer with the handoff, but nowhere to go. That defensive line just overpowering the Wolverines.
Yeah, too much for this Wolverines offense. And, I mean, looking out there, we saw this pregame. We said it. Size difference out there. It's a big undertaking for this Westview team. But this is how you learn. This is how you get better out on the field in actual game play.
Absolutely. So it'll be 3rd and 17. Sal Nacarelli with the 2-yard tackle for loss. Week 1 had 7 tackles. One of their top players on defense last season had 50 tackles, 3 sacks, and 6 tackles for loss. So again, another drive of 3rd and long where Schaefer's going to have to air this one out. We got some movement on the line there.
Looks like they called a false start on the Wolverines.
Situation just gets even worse for Westview. Now 3rd and 22 at the 30. just a few minutes ago. It was ball at the 42 on first down. I will say you can expect to see week one some disciplinary issues from the team. You know, probably not the best team chemistry. Everyone here for the first time. Guys don't know each other too well, so it'll take a little bit for this team to start to get in their stride.
Yeah, that's right, Joey. They'll get it figured out, though. Got
Trips
four
right
out
here.
wide here, yeah.
Defense trying to get through. He's going to air this one out. Rough pass, and that one is caught short of the first down, and he could not go down with it. That was Nolan Teal. Almost had the play, but again, a drop pass here for the Wolverines. So again, the punting team will have to come out.
And there is
Oh, we do have a
marker
penalty
down,
on the
yes.
play.
It's like they called it an illegal formation, I believe. Penalty was declined.
Man downfield. Penalty is declined.
Yep, an eligible man downfield. As you can expect, like you said, that one declined. So 4th and 22 now. We see Charlie Palladino back for the punt.
Ready, set to punt it for the Wolverines.
So after a strong start to the drive, just nowhere to build off of. And it's going to be going right back to the Cougars. And a low snap here. And another block punt. This one going back. Picked up and a touchdown for the Cougars. What a play. Doing it all by Henry Nospich.
Yeah, and I
Doing a
talked
little
about
bit of
him
everything.
a few series ago about how he had 11 tackles last week. And right there gets the block punt and the return for the touchdown.
So we got 2 blocks on 2 punts and a touchdown here. 20-0 every score. Brought to you by Papillion Foreign Motors. What an electric start to this game from the Gross Cougars.
Yeah, what a huge play, and all the momentum right now on the side of Gross, and this student section loving it, Joey.
In your first game of the year, first game as a school, definitely not the start you're looking for as the PAT is up, and that one is good. 21-0 is your score. 4:40 to play.
21. Wolverines 0.
And now we have our trivia question brought to you by Lansky's 50th and L Street. If you know the answer to tonight's question, send your response to @CougarGHS and win a gift card to Lansky's. So your trivia question is, who was the first principal of Gross Catholic? Is it A, Miss Dorothy Ostrowski, B, Brother Joe Barrett, C, Senor Consuela, or D, Brother Leo Willett? We will announce the answer in the second quarter. So if you think you know it, send in a response to @CougarGHS for your chance to win a gift card to Lansky's.
Yeah, and how about this Cougar special teams? We're
Man.
seeing it. 2 block punts already, as you said. Touchdown off of that one.
Just an electric start, and you can just see on pretty much every side of the field the line, the size difference from the lines. Absolutely great work here from the Gross Cougars. Alex Koss seeing a lot of field time right now. Whole lot of kickoffs, whole lot of PATs to start this game.
Oh, yeah, he's putting in the work tonight, Joey.
As you mentioned earlier, that student section getting loud. And yet again, this one going in the end zone for a touchback.
Kowski's kick into the end zone. Touchback for the Wolverines. 1st and 10 at the 20.
So for the Wolverines, we'll see after this start, how do you respond? How do you try and get that momentum going for you?
Yeah, you just got to get back out there, Joey. You want to try to get back in this game. I'd like to see a little more switching formations up for Westview, but understandable, the inexperience on this team, this being their first ever game, just trying to make something happen
Absolutely.
on the offensive end.
Just trying to get comfortable somewhere, but you would like to see them switch it up. We're seeing the same formation and pretty much seeing run, pass on 3rd and long. Like to see even them try just a quick slant or a screen pass on 1st down, something to just catch the defense off guard. Schaefer working out in shotgun. He's got a back behind him. He's going to fake the handoff here, roll it to the right, and a quick slant right here. Catch is made, about a gain of 8 there.
Yeah,
That one was number 6, Peyton Gardner.
Yeah, and that's a big play on first down. Go for the play action. A little bit of confusion you could see on the side of the Cougars. That'll get your offense going.
Yep, that's exactly what they want to do. Because right now we've seen the strategy of run, run, pass, and Cougars are ready for that. I think that's what they prepared for. So just do whatever you can to catch them off guard. Stay unpredictable. So Schaefer after the completion. He's got it back to his right. That's Blake Smith. 4 receivers out, 3 of them to his left. Faking the handoff again. Defense there. Pass is going through the hands there of Gardner. Would have had the first down, but it'll be a 3rd and 1 instead.
Yeah, and that's just unfortunate. Gardner couldn't get his hands on that one.
We have a penalty here. Looks like this one might be going back, and that is holding on the offense. So that'll be going down to 2nd and 11 now.
Yeah, real unfortunate for the Wolverines.
And in the first quarter,
getting a first down, and that's a costly penalty right there.
Yep, and already 3 drops so far for the Wolverines. So it'll be 2nd and 15. Ball at the 15, 3:53 to play in the first quarter.
So, yeah, now working from the 15, a little bit of trouble here. You want to try to at least give your punter some room after we've seen 2 punts in this one, Joey.
Schaefer talking with his team right now, trying to get set for the play. Faking a handoff, defense all over him, gets the screen pass, but that one is incomplete as he was slipping and falling. That was number 26, Mark Kiley. So now we've got a 3rd and 15. Schaefer's going to have to air it out long for the first down.
And
Christian Anderson checking in right now for the Cougars. And we've got a timeout called here. 3:47 to play. It is a 21-0 game, and we will take a quick break with them. Your game sponsor today is Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa, located at 90th and Ohio Street. You can check them out online at footandanklecenter.com. We'll be back in just a minute.
There's nothing quite like the sense of belonging here at Gross Catholic High School, where you instantly fit in and it feels like family. We're a small school with big opportunities for you to pursue your passions, expand your skills, and become a leader.
Gross Catholic not only prepares you for college, it gets you ready for what comes next in your career and life. With more than 100 college prep courses, including honors and AP classes, and innovative dual credit academies, you can push yourself to new limits.
Come to Gross Catholic to experience our exceptional teachers who know you by name and challenge you to put learning into action in ways you never thought possible, all while exploring and deepening your faith through relationships with God, family, and friends.
At Gross Catholic, putting yourself out there and trying new things is more than okay. It's encouraged. There are over 40 extracurricular activities and competitive sports to participate in. Plus, as a co-ed school, there's a place for everyone, where you won't just find out who you are, but who you're called to be.
Come see where courage meets opportunity.
Schedule a visit at Gross Catholic High School today.
Because you belong here.
Back for 3rd and 15 here. Schaefer faking the handoff, rolling to the left. Pressure there, gets the pass off to number 8. That one is caught. Able to evade a tackle, push through, but goes down at the 28-yard line. Good work, though, pushing through from number 8, Tucker Ingram.
Yeah, that was a great effort there by Tucker Ingram to get all the yards he could.
Yeah, right there, starting off that play. Under pressure, looking like there wasn't going to be much success, but did a great job making something out of nothing. Falling just short of the first down, though. It's 4th and 2, and the punting team is going to come out. So we'll see. Their first 2 punts were each blocked, the last one even being run back for a touchdown. So we'll see this time if they can get this one off. Again, it's Charlie Palladino back for the return. Hasn't had to do much yet. Can't get this one off in time. It is blocked again. This one picked up, ran going down at the 29-yard line. That's number 30.
I believe it was Gabe Hardesty, number 58 there, Joey, who had the block.
And man, 3 punts, 3 blocks. Looked like that one might even been punted at the helmet. I don't even think there was a hand that got that one.
Yeah, and so far in special teams, they've been the MVP of this game for the Cougars. But we'll see what the offense can do now in the Westview territory.
Been a combination of the line pushing through and some low punts there, making it a little easier for them. So their drive so far has started at the 40, the 18, and now the 29-yard line. 3:29 to go in the first quarter. Colby Duncan looking to increase his team's lead as they're up 21-0. Fakes the handoff, heavy pressure, gets the pass off. That one is caught. Great work getting past the tackle, going down, keeps going, trucking again in the end zone. There is a flag down, but what a play there from number 44, Thomas Gilbert, pushing through 2 defenders and in the end zone.
Yeah, we'll see what they call here. There was a flag down there. And it is on the Cougars, it looks like.
And a shame there for him because, wow, what a play from Thomas Gilbert. Trucking through 2 defenders.
Yeah, that's just some classic fullback play right there, Joey. Holding, and it looks like they're calling on the Cougars. See where they place the ball on this one.
So still a gain of 9 with that play. It'll be at the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 1.
One of the rare 1st and 1.
Yeah.
You don't see it a whole lot.
No, you do not. Notice Jake Garcia checked out of that game on the last play as Palladino comes in. Palladino to his right, Gilbert to his left. The handoff here to Palladino, evading a few defenders, going down right about the 15-yard line, and that is another 1st down for you. And every 1st down today is brought to you by Great Plains State Bank.
Yeah, and this is what the Cougars do. They just run the ball down your throat. Coach Tom Van Hout, he said that that's what they were going to do. That's their identity. And we've seen that most of this game so far, though. Offense hasn't been out there a whole lot because special teams has been performing great.
That's right. Yeah, and Duncan, we discussed, doesn't have to do a whole lot in the air, but when he does, been efficient. Even last year only averaging 113 yards per game. Last week only 95. Motion here for Palladino. Handoff up the middle, and nobody's going to stop him. That is another touchdown for Jake Garcia, and it is a 27-0 lead with 2:38 to go in the first quarter. Garcia with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 5th touchdown of the season in 5 quarters.
Yeah, what a start to the season for Jake Garcia. And Coach had nothing but accolades to say. He said he worked so hard in training out there, had a great year last year. He's picking that up, and he's a big guy, hard to bring down out there. We've seen him out there as a linebacker, too, getting in on some tackles as well, so he does it all.
Yep, and you look at Garcia, and it's hard to figure out which accolade's most impressive. Last year, surpassing 1,000 yards in 9 games, finishing with 1,179 as the PAT is good. Last game, obviously, 294 yards, 3 touchdowns, and only 14 rushes. 21 yards a carry, and today already 2 touchdowns. So it is a 28-0 lead, 2:38 to go in the first quarter. Every score today brought to you by Papillion Foreign Motors, located on East 1st Street in Papillion. Westview Wolverines, 2:38 to go in the first quarter, getting ready to receive. And they just got to figure out a way to get this ball past midfield. They got it to the 40 on the first play of last drive after the 5-yard rush and the late hit. But they went nowhere but backwards after that.
Yeah, and got to shore up those penalties if you're the Wolverines. If you want to get back in this game, play a little smarter football. But the inexperience it's showing out there, they'll get it figured out. You know, the more series they play, the more they see this defense. I'd expect them to get on the board at some point tonight, Joey.
Yep. And it's a tricky situation here for Coach Ryan of the Wolverines because you got a younger, smaller team, inexperienced, and you know, you can scrimmage all you want. It's a much different game when you go out against a different team. So you really don't know what to expect, what to plan for. So I imagine as this game goes on, you'll see a lot of strategic changes for them, kind of switching up the formations, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. Because 28-0 in the first quarter, it does reach a point where you say, hey, this game's probably not ours. Let's experiment for next week.
They are going to return this one.
Picked up at the 1-yard line, being stuffed at the 15. And that one was number 28, Alan Kira. Or excuse me, I was 26, Mark Kiley on the return. So the ball will start at the 16-yard line. And you want to look at the differences between these two teams tonight. Just look at the starting field position on each drive. So far for the Wolverines, every drive until now, they started at the 20, right now at the 16, where for the Cougars, their furthest drive was starting at the Wolverines' 40.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to put some more bodies in the backfield trying to block this really tough Cougars defense.
Getting that motion here. He's going to hand this one off. Nice work getting through, evading a couple defenders. That's a nice pick up there for number 44, Blake Smith.
Yeah, that was a huge run there, and that'll get the momentum going for the Wolverines.
Absolutely.
Real encouraging for Westview. Like to see that.
Yeah, it's a 20-yard pickup up to the 36, and the first drive they had, we saw that play twice to the left side of the field. They're switching the field, getting that motion going again, and it ends up working. Good work by Smith, evading his first defender, pushing through the second. Now just 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. He's going to hand this one off to Smith again. Not as good of a pickup. Going down right at the line, maybe picking up a yard on that run.
Yeah, and this is a perfect opportunity for play action right here, Joe. You had success on that first one, handed it off right back to him. Wouldn't be surprised to see some play action here.
Absolutely. I think with the way this game's been going so far, you got to find a way to shake it up a little bit. Schaefer discussing with the coaches, going back to the huddle now to discuss with his team. And it's just been a tough start for him with how strong the defensive line of the Cougars has been. It's hard to get that rush game going. Besides that last play, you just have no time to think. Even when they try and air it out, it seems like just about every pass play, Schaefer's under pressure. So 2nd and 9. Schaefer's looking to throw, and right away there's Garcia. Gets the throw off. That one is caught. That'll be another first down. Going down is number 8, Tucker Ingram. A good play there. Schaefer under pressure, getting the throw to Ingram, who was wide open. Able to persevere for the first down, and every first down today brought to you by Great Plains State Bank.
Yeah, and what a job throwing on the run there. Saw a little bit of composure, and you can really see this Wolverines team kind of settling in now to this game. Starting to get some things figured out, and they're moving the ball.
On that last play, we had talked about earlier in the game, the versatility of Jake Garcia. Second that ball was snapped, Garcia was almost the one getting the sack. Clock ticking down, 30 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Two backs to his right. And it looks like we're going to get a false start here. We'll wait for the confirmation from the ref. And this one will be moving back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15. And seems like after all these great starts to the drive, they've just been shooting themselves in the foot. Just about to pass midfield, and now you're going back to the 43.
Yeah, and that's just the inexperience on this team. Those penalties really starting to add up. They'll get it figured out, though, as the game goes on, but still pretty encouraging, inching closer and closer towards Cougar territory.
Without a doubt. 5 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they get one final play off in this quarter. And they will not. So that will do it for the end of the first quarter. It is a 28-0 lead here for the Gross Catholic Cougars. Just about as good of a start as they could have asked for. 3 blocked punts. One of them even ran back for a touchdown. Field position has been fantastic. The defense has been working great. So we'll take a quick break and be back in a few minutes for the start of the second quarter. We'll see you then.
I love football. It's so fun.
You're ready, you put the work in, now we gotta go show up. Roll Cougs.
We are back here for the start of the second quarter. We have Omaha Gross taking on the Westview Wolverines. Gross leads in this one 28-0, and it's been all Cougars so far in this one. Don't forget, this game is sponsored by Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa, located at 90th and Ohio Street. Check them out online at footandanklecenter.com. So now in the gun is Westview. They hand it off. And still fighting for it. Picks up a few yards there. Looks like about a gain of 2 yards on the carry. That was Mark Kiley right there.
And Kiley kind of showing his agility there. Seeing the juke moves there, but the defensive line had about 3 guys coming at him. Not much more you can do. And you notice every time, I think that's the 3rd time we've seen that double motion. All 3 of those plays have been the run so far. Kind of becoming a consistent trend.
They prepare for 2nd and 14 now. The ball on the 44. Westview trying to climb back in this one, down 28-0. Working in the gun. They got one in the backfield, one out wide. And they throw it to the receiver out wide, and he cannot hold on to it. The intended receiver. And the intended receiver was Micah Ariano. So it'll be 3rd and 14 still at the 44.
And I think it's just the 2nd time this game we've seen them bring out just a simple slant from one of their top receivers. And the first time they did it, it was a completion for a first down. Or, excuse me, I think it ended up being like an 8-yard gain first time they ran it. And right there, you saw Ariano had the catch right there. Would have had the first down. Couldn't come down with it. But surprised you don't see him bring that out a few more times.
And this could be huge for Westview if they were able to convert this 3rd down. Seems like they were moving the ball pretty well, but then that false start penalty seemed to throw them off their composure a little bit. We'll see what they can do here.
I feel like it's started to become a consistent trend for them. They start to get it going, and whether it's a penalty or a sack or something just seems to crush their spirits on each drive.
So back in the gun, Teal, and penalty flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be another false start called on Westview. So that'll move them back 5 yards. So while we have a little quick moment, the answer to the trivia first quarter question, which is brought to you by Lansky's on 50th and L Streets. The answer, Brother Leo Willett. So if you said Brother Leo Willett, you are correct, and you can win a gift card to Lansky's. You sent your response to @CougarGHS. And the wrong answer, just so you know at home, was highlighted on screen. The correct answer is Brother Leo Willett. So if you said that, you got it right. But back to the action now on the field. 3rd and 19 now. Ball on the 39. Back in the gun work, it's Teal. Teal trying to make something happen. And, excuse me, that was Luke Schaefer on the throw. And it's complete to Tucker Ingram. Big gain there for the first down. And we said it, Joey. That would be huge for the momentum for Westview, and they pick up that first down.
Absolutely. Just a great play all around. First time this game getting past midfield. And you saw in that play the defense was heavy. There was a heavy blitz. Pressure was on him. Able to step forward. Frankly, kind of a risky play, stepping in front of the O-line because you're asking for a defender to wrap right around you, but able to get the throw off. Good route there from Tucker Ingram. Able to come down with it while being taken down. Big first down. Now ball at the 38-yard line.
So Luke Schaefer showing off some of those baseball skills. We talked about that in pregame.
Absolutely.
Batted .344 in freshman ball for the Burke Bulldogs, but he's playing quarterback now for Westview. And there's 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 38, working in the Cougar territory, and that one is incomplete. Pass intended once again for Tucker Ingram, so it'll be 2nd and 10, ball on the 38.
Incomplete pass, but I love the play call. I like them going for the pass play on 1st down, trying to get aggressive, kind of just take the defense out of their rhythm. And that's the 3rd time we've seen that short little pass to Ingram. And the first 2 times they were both complete passes, one of which going for a 1st down. So I think it's the right play call there. I think Luke Schaefer, his first game at quarterback, starting to get that momentum going. A few of these bigger plays are starting to get him a little more comfortable. And I think he has to realize that he's the leader of this team. He's got to get that momentum, that confidence, and that leadership for this Wolverine squad.
So we are back now for 2nd and 10, ball on the 38. We've seen it all game long, and Schaefer's in the gun once again. One in the backfield. It's Blake Smith in the backfield with them. We got 4 out wide now. And dropping back now, nowhere to go. Penalty flag on the play. It will be a sack where we stand right now. And it will be a holding call on the offense. So Carson Holmgren on the sack. So the penalty is declined. It was a holding call, so now it'll be 3rd down, ball on the 41, so it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 13.
All around just a great play. And
you're starting 2nd and 13.
Oh, you had it right. You had it right.
3rd and 13, okay. Score.
No, you're good. Scoreboard's a little late there. You're starting to see why they keep bringing out the 1st down passes. They're kind of when you're not expecting it. Because it seems like every time the defense is expecting that pass play, that line is just bombarding them, getting right to Schaefer. So their best opportunities to pass are when the defense is least expecting it.
Yeah, and this is huge for the Cougars defense right here. 3rd and 13, ball on the 41 in Cougar territory. Man in motion. And it's Mark Kiley in motion. And the snap. And that one's just handed off to Tucker Ingram. And he'll be down short of the 1st down. And it'll be 4th down. The tackle made by Gabe Hardesty. So 4th and 10 at the original line of scrimmage. Ball on the 38. 9:15 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Gross up 21-0.
Offense will be staying on the field. That's what you like to see here. You're in no man's land, not good punting territory, and you're down 28-0, first game of the season. You got to start experimenting.
Yeah, I got to go for it here, down by 4 scores. And now the Westview Student Center getting a little loud out there. And timeout called by Westview, so that's their 2nd timeout called in the game. 1 remaining now for them. We'll stay right here. And Joey, what have you liked so far from this Cougar team?
I mean, for the Cougars, it's more what haven't you liked. They've been doing a little bit of everything. The defensive line has been fantastic. The secondary really hasn't even been tested much. You haven't really seen them go for the deep pass, but offensively, haven't had a whole lot of room to work with. They've had great field position to start the drives, but we've seen great work from Jake Garcia, as always, a pair of touchdowns. Colby Duncan hasn't had to air it out much, but when he has, some really good throws. He's been precise with his work, and then I don't even think I need to talk about the special teams. That speaks for itself. 3 block punts, a touchdown, all around just a great performance for the Gross Cougars. A fantastic start to the season, a 41-7 win last week, up 28-0 early into this game. They're looking great on all sides of the ball.
And don't forget, this game is sponsored by Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa, located at 90th and Ohio Street. Check them out online at footandanklecenter.com. So we get ready now for 4th and 10, ball on the 38. In the gun is Schaefer, and he's able to draw the Cougars offside, it looked like. We'll see what they call here, but it looked like it was Sebastian Nava offside, and yes.
Offside on the Cougars. 5-yard penalty, it's 4th and 5.
So it'll be 4th and 5 now. Moves them a little closer to that 1st down marker. We'll see if the Wolverines can pick it up here.
Yep, and just the 2nd penalty we've seen from the Cougars. There was that late hit, and now this offsides, but a 1st down here, and it's looking like you should have a shot at a scoring drive at that point. You know, another 1st down, you're in good field goal range, although we don't know the leg on this kicker, obviously a younger kicker, but starting to look promising. Ball at the 33, a great drive here.
So 2 in the backfield. Schaefer drops back, trying to find somewhere to go, and it's blue jerseys everywhere. And they will be short of that first down, so it'll be a turnover on downs, and the ball goes back to the Cougars.
I feel like besides a few exceptions, Schaefer's experience has been blue jerseys. The line's done their best, but that defense from the Cougars been getting through, and it seems like Schaefer's been bombarded every time he tries to get that ball off. So this will be the first time that the Cougars are not starting the drive in Wolverine territory, starting at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do here. So back in the gun, Colby Duncan. He's got 1 in the backfield, 4 out wide. And he drops back. Duncan looking for somewhere to throw it, directing his receivers, and he's going to keep it himself. And he'll go down, looks like just before the 45-yard line.
Good run there from Duncan. You saw him pointing that finger downfield. You're hoping for the deep ball. Looking to see some excitement there, but the smart decision there, didn't want to risk an interception with how well things are going. Took it for a 9-yard gain.
So it was, yes, a 9-yard gain by Colby Duncan. It'll be 2nd and 1 now. Ball on the 45. Cougars working still in their own territory. Just over 8.5 minutes to go here in the first half. They're up 28-0.
I think the Cougars before this game would love to know that I'd be asking this question this early in the game, but I wonder at what point you start to see the younger guys come on the field for the Cougars. Obviously not yet with just 28-0, but as they continue to pad this lead, will it happen?
So Duncan throwing. The intended receiver on the play was for Charlie Palladino. And it'll be 3rd and 1 off the incomplete pass.
And you like to see starting the drive off with 2 straight intended pass plays. First play was going to go deep, went for the 9-yard run. And again here looking to air it out for Palladino.
So 3rd and 1 now. Ball on the 45. Cougars still in their own territory.
And surprising you don't see Jake Garcia to his side. I would expect the handoff to Garcia.
It is Palladino and Brennan in the backfield alongside Duncan.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the fullback get it here.
And they hand it off to Palladino, and he's still going. He's got some room, still on his feet. And he will be brought down right at the 30-yard line, it looks like. So big first down conversion there. And just a reminder, our first down sponsor is brought to you by Great Plains State Bank, 158 West Dodge Road. Every first down brought to you by Great Plains State Bank. So.
And what a great handoff there for Palladino. Just a great run. A lot of these plays, you look at this team, you look at the size advantage, you're thinking, man, they're powering through them. They're really, charging through. But right there, that was pure agility. I mean, just some great work evading defenders, pushing what looked like it would maybe be a 5-6 yard gain into a much larger gain. Now ball at the 31.
So Garcia now in motion. He's out wide. The pass intended there for number 26, Owen Brennan, but it was dropped there. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Ball on the 31. 7:43 to go here in the first half.
Garcia, terrific player. That was one of his only areas where he struggled is in the receiving game. Never really been known as a pass catching back. Obviously makes up for it on the ground.
So the Cougars now working in Westview territory. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 31. They're up 28-0 in this one. Duncan back in the gun. He's got 2 in the backfield. He hands it off there. That is 2. And that was Thomas Gilbert on the handoff. And looks like he picked up 9 yards on that one. So ball on the 22. It'll be 3rd and 1.
And Thomas Gilbert, obviously not known as their main back. That's clearly Jake Garcia, but he plays a solid role in this team. Last week in their game against Beatrice, he had 7 rushes for 33 yards and a touchdown, 2nd on the team in carries. So while he might not be their every back guy, he does see his fair share of opportunities.
So 2 in the backfield Duncan in the shotgun, and he hands that one off, and it's Palladino. Palladino working up the middle, and he gets the first down and more. That first down brought to you by Great Plains State Bank. It's on 158-58 West Dodge Road. So Cougars offense still going here. Ball will be on the 15, 1st and 10.
We had said at the start of this drive, first time that they weren't starting in Wolverine territory, and man, it really did not matter for them. They have just driven down the field already at the 15. Quick work here from the Gross Cougars.
And Duncan now on the option. He tosses it to Garcia, and Garcia will walk his way into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the evening, 6th on the year. And after the play, there was a flag thrown on the sideline. Looks like it was after the touchdown. We'll see how they rule this.
Yeah, you saw number 5, Weston Miller of V, over by the sidelines.
And that touchdown brought to you by Papillion Foreign Motors, located on East 1st Street in Papillion. So it was a personal foul. So personal foul on both teams, so those penalties will offset. So now 34-0 Cougars lead, and on to kick the extra points is Castillon. And Casse puts it through. So 35-0 Cougars take a commanding lead here. 6:20 to go in this first half. And what a drive there from Gross.
Yeah, just a commanding drive. You were hoping for the Wolverines' sake that the one time that they were going to make the other team go all the way down, they were going to be able to get some big stops. Even if it's not a 3-and-out and they get a pair of first downs, they'd be able to stop them long term. But man, the Cougars just had zero struggles on that drive. Moving down the field at will, and Garcia, really the first time they needed to call in his number that drive on the pitch, he was able to take it right in, no issues. And I don't even know how many carries he has this game, but it really is not many. And that's the same thing the first game. We talked about opening the season opener. He only had 14 rushes, turned that into 294 yards. He really does not have a lot of carries tonight, but he's got 3 touchdowns and a whole lot of yards.
Yeah, so 3 touchdowns in this one. Don't forget, this game is sponsored by Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa, located at 90th and Ohio Street. Check them out online at footandanklecenter.com. So Cossey now kicking it off for the Cougars. 2 back to return it for the Wolverines. Looks like we got Tucker Ingram back to return it alongside Mark Kiley. And the kick. And it will be a touchback. So no return on the kick. So 6:20 to go here in the first half. Wolverines will have the ball on their own 20-yard line. And if you're Westview, how do you get back in this game, Joey? Tough undertaking, but lots can still happen in this one.
Absolutely. I mean, it's obviously a big struggle. You get to find, that consistent thing that works. Even if a team's struggling, they often can say, hey, the options worked well, or the quick passes work well. They have yet to really find what flows well for them, but just keep experimenting, keep staying calm. Coach needs to make sure he's talking to his players saying, hey, I know we've had our struggles. You're fine. It's just the first game. Let's keep working. And, obviously you want to win every time you go out on the field, but you got to know this is a long season ahead of you. You can drop one game, and that's fine. You just got to keep learning and improving as you go.
So a little bit of a gun bunch formation, and that's a short little pass there. Incomplete. Looks like that one was intended for Mark Kiley. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. Ball still on the 20-yard line. 3 ticks taken off the clock, so 6:17 to go still in this first half.
And another play tonight where we see the drop, but had he caught it, he would have been going down right away. You saw the quarterback, actually, Luke Schaefer, right there, making the hit, sending him down.
So Wolverines come out for 2nd and 10 now, working on their own 20-yard line, down 35-0. Trying to make something happen here. Schaefer back in the gun. 4 out wide. Schaefer's throwing. And that one picked off by number 17 for the Cougars, Braden Herring. And he will go all the way to the end zone. And it's another score for the Cougars here.
Halfway through the first half, and we have seen points on every side of the field now. Offense, defense, and special teams truly clicking on all cylinders.
And that touchdown brought to you by Papillion Foreign Motors, located on East 1st Street in Papillion. Huge pick 6 there for the Cougars to go up 41-0 now. It's been all gross in this one.
And so far, it does not matter what the score is. You've seen the blitz, you've seen the heavy pressure from these Cougars. Schaefer, again, really having no opportunity to get settled. They were on him right away, decided to take a quick step forward, go deep, and the defense just right there underthrew that a little bit, and Herring right there to make the grab.
So Cossey will attempt the extra point, and it is good. So 42-0. Gross has the lead in this one. 6:04 still to go in the first half. And it's been all Gross so far in this one. And we'll take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. It's Gross football. And we are back here as we prepare for kickoff. 6:04 still to go here in the first half. 2-0.
Just an electric performance here for the Cougars. That student section is feeling good right now. A lot to cheer about in this game.
Cossey will be kicking it off for the Cougars. And 2 back to return for the Wolverines. And that one will go in the end zone. It will be a touchback. So the Wolverines will be starting from their own 20-yard line.
You know, Cossey's a senior. He's seen a lot of playing time. I don't think he's ever been this active in a game. He's having to go out there for the kickoff nonstop. Kickoffs and PATs. Numbers getting called on a lot.
So this game sponsored by Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. The only foot and ankle specialist you need here in Nebraska and Iowa, located at 90th and Ohio Street. Check them out at footandanklecenter.com. So Wolverines starting on their own 20-yard line. Back in the gun is Schaefer. He's got one in the backfield. 2 out wide. And Schaefer hands it off. That's handed off to Blake Smith, the running back. He'll go down right before the 25-yard line.
And it really is such a tricky situation as a team when you're put in a situation, or when you're put in a position like this, because you really don't know what that thing is to build off of. You tried the pass game, and you've had a few exceptions where it's worked, but you've also seen a lot of struggles. The defense has been all over Schaefer. You tried the run game. There have been a few plays that have gotten you some big gains, but consistently you're going down after a gain of 1 or 2. So it's just hard to figure out where you go from here.
So it's a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6. Ball on the 24. And that one's handed off once again. And looks like he got maybe 1 or 2 on that one. Clock's still running. Approaching 5 minutes to go in the first half. So 3rd and 5, ball on the 25.
You know, in a game like this, obviously you have a much younger, and this game isn't ours to take, but we're going to learn. We're going to figure out what we can build off of for next week, what works, what doesn't. And I can tell you right now, this upcoming week of practices will probably be the most important week of the entire season of, hey, we got to figure out what we're doing here. Now we know what the opposing defenses look like. We're going to try and get it down.
So Schaefer now attempts the pass. That was to Mark Kiley, incomplete. So expect to see the punt team here. It'll be 4th and 5 on the 25. And once again, 3 block punts for this Cougars special teams.
We still have yet to see a punt here get past the special teams. Again, we're going to see Charlie Palladino back for the return. Has yet to get any action back there, though.
So 4:26 to go in the first half. And whistle on the play. And it will be a timeout taken by Westview. That'll be their 3rd and final taken out. So Gross still up in this one, 42-0. And if you're the special teams unit for Westview, how do you go about getting this punt off, Joey, with the 3 blocked punts we've seen from Gross so far in this one?
I mean, one, I'll say the obvious. The offensive line has to be working. You got to be pushing as hard as you can because that line has been getting through. But also, those last few punts, they have been low punts. I mean, I could be wrong, but I believe that last block punt went off a helmet. Like, it was a very low punt. So you got to make sure you're getting some air. You might lose some distance. It might be a shorter punt. But right now, you'll take a shorter punt over a blocked punt.
Yeah, and that last punt we saw from Westview, also a little bit of a miss snap.
Yep.
Low into the ground, which could have caused some problems as well. Not able to get as much air underneath the punt. But we'll see what they can do here as the punting team comes back out on the field. So they will be punting this one from the 25. It's 4th and 5. And that one will get up, and he just punts that one out of bounds. Goes back. It looks like just a little past about the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10. See where they place this. They do place it at the 38. So 1st and 10 from the opposing 38 for the Cougars.
And, you know, for them, this is a game of taking steps. Obviously, you're not going to be happy about a punt that gets you to the 38, but you'll take anything that isn't blocked right now. You're going to work with that. And next punt, try and get it to the 50. Just try and keep moving it because, you know, right now it's just a tricky situation. This first half has treated you about as harshly as you can imagine. So at least ending this first half, going into the second half, you're still going to build off it. How are we going to improve throughout this game? How are we going to have, you know, something to take into next week's game?
So Colby Duncan in the gun, Garcia in motion. Duncan throws a deep pass, and that one is complete, and it's Weston Miller Ivy. He's in the end zone, and another touchdown for the Cougars.
And that's a great quarterback wide receiver chemistry right there, because at the time he started to make that pass, Miller Ivy was behind the 2 defenders, but he knew his receiver had jets, and you saw him turn on the jets, beat his defenders, and catch that pass in perfect stride. Great work from Colby Duncan. He hasn't needed to pass a lot, but we've seen some really precise throws from him today.
And that touchdown brought to you by Papillion Foreign Motors. They're there for your foreign motor needs, located on East 1st Street in Papillion. So Cossey on the extra point. It is good, and it is a commanding 49-0 lead for the Cougars.
I briefly mentioned it back at 28-0, but now that it's 49-0, it's still in the first half. You got to wonder how many more drives we see the starters come out on offense.
Yeah, that's right. This is a big opportunity for Coach Van Hout to get some of those inexperienced and underclassmen out on the field for the Cougars. I would imagine he'll be opting to do that here at some point with this huge 49-0 lead. But still 4:12 to go in the first half. This game brought to you by Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa, located at 90th and Ohio Street. Check them out online at footandanklecenter.com. So we get ready for the kick from the Cougars.
Just past 8 o'clock. See, it's quickly getting dark here. Winds picking up. Knew there were some chances of thunderstorms tonight.
we await the kickoff, but it's been all Cougars so far in this first half against the Westview Wolverines in their first official game. They got the win off a forfeit last week against Buena Vista after the Buena Vista season was canceled, and it'll go back in the end zone for a touchback. So Westview said this one a lot. They'll be starting from their own 20 once again, 1st and 10.
Just over 4 minutes left in the first half, and right now for Westview, I think all you're asking is, hey, let's take up the rest of this clock. Can we get a 4-minute long drive? Can we consistently work the ball downfield? Because right now, if you get another 3 and out, from what we've seen so far, Gross is going to go down and score again before the half. So you're looking to get a strong drive, looking to get 7 points on the board. Even if you can't get points on the board, take a 4-minute drive.
Yeah.
Can you get the first downs, consistently move the ball?
And this is why you practice those 4-minute drills in practice. So back in the gun. And now man in motion for the Wolverines. And the snap. That's Schaefer. On the run, he throws it. All he can do is throw it out of bounds. Incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 20.
There have been a few plays like that where it almost seems like there's been a miscommunication, because right at the beginning you think it's the fake handoff rollout for the pass, but he kind of brings out the handout 2 or 3 times like he's not sure if they're going to take the ball or not. And as the quarterback, you got to be quick and decisive of either, hey, I'm giving you the ball or I'm not. There's no second guessing there. So something Schaefer's got to improve on throughout this game.
So 2nd and 10 from their own 20-yard line is the Wolverines getting shut out in this one, 49-0. Trying to make something happen with just over 4 minutes to go in the first half. So Schaefer back in the gun. Carnell Dangerfield in the back. He fakes it to Dangerfield, and it's an incomplete pass. Pass intended for Tucker Ingram, the wide receiver, and 3rd and 10.
And for Schaefer, obviously, this game has not gone the way he wants, but it's got to be a frustrating outing because a lot of the pass plays are going under a lot of pressure, but I believe that's 5 drops now from his receivers, and that's got to be frustrating as the quarterback when your team really can't get that momentum going, when you have the opportunity to pick up that first down, to start the charge down the field, and they just can't bring that ball in.
All right, so 3rd and 10, ball on the 20. Schaefer back in the gun, 1 in the backfield, 4 out wide. And the snap, Schaefer looking to throw it. Getting chased. He's still got it. He's going to hold on to it, and it will be a sack. On the sack there was number 58, Gabe Hardesty for the Cougars. And it was a loss on the play, so it'll be 4th down for the Wolverines.
It's like ball placed at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, so 4th and 14, and the punt team comes back out.
It's been such a tricky situation because obviously they've had their issues just punting in general, but punting this far back on the field is just tricky.
Yeah, it's been a struggle on special teams for the Wolverines tonight. And that punt is up. That's the best punt we've seen so far tonight. Palladino on the return for the Cougars. Looking for some space, trying to make something happen. Hurdles the defender, and he is down. And there is a flag on the play. We'll see how they rule this one.
And Palladino, on his first return opportunity, really takes advantage. That was nice work there.
Yeah, nice patience before he got to the defenders. See what the penalty is here. The officials discussing it on the field. Still waiting for the call. And it's a looks like a block in the back called on the Cougars, so this one will be coming back.
And right there, that's what the Wolverines needed, and we'll see what their defense can do to slow down the gross charge, because every drive they have yet to see any struggles offensively. They have charged down that field. So 3 minutes left, ball in the 35. Can you find a way to slow them down?
So the ball after the penalty on the return will be placed on the 35, 1st and 10. Duncan in the gun, 2 in the backfield. He hands it off to Garcia, who has 3 touchdowns in this game already. And he's taken down. Looks like they'll spot it about the looks like about the 33-yard line, or no, 31 they'll place it at. So a gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4.
And Garcia, just a back that can do a little bit of everything when it comes to running the ball, because we've seen, I think pretty much 2 of his 3 touchdowns, we've seen him be able to create the open field where he's able to just go right in his own area and keep pushing. But we've also seen a handful of runs where it looks like he has nothing there and he's able to push through, even if it's for 6 yards like this last play. Just get something going, create something out of nothing.
And that one's handed off to Gilbert, still moving, and he will pick up the first down. That first down brought to you by Great Plains State Bank. You can find them on 15858 West Dodge Road. Go to Great Plains State Bank for all your banking needs. And another first down for the Cougars. Clock still running now. Under 1:55 to go in the first half. Ball on the 21, 1st and 10. 2 in the backfield. In the backfield is Gilbert's alongside Duncan in the gun. Now Brennan in motion. Duncan finds Brennan, still on his feet and still going, and he'll be taken down around the 8-yard line. Forward progress called.
Just a great play all around there. The last second motions, the defense wasn't prepared for it. And a perfect ball leading Brennan to it. He wasn't going to go for the screen pass right to the side. He was going to make him work forward a few yards to get that momentum going on the run.
So tired of your bank? Well, you can. That first down was brought to you by Great Plains State Bank. You can find them on 15858 West Dodge Road. You would like to change banks. So there's the snap. Duncan throwing into the end zone, and that one was, we'll see how they rule this. It was picked off.
Looking for Jaden Bowen, but just great work from the defense, getting the interception. Finally, the big play they've been looking for all game, they get it. It was looking like another easy drive here for the Cougars. Pass to the end zone, and you can tell on that play that Duncan knew exactly where he was going before the play started. The second he got the ball, he was looking at the right, he saw the out route, and started to go through it. But great read there on defense.
So is Peyton Gardner on the interception for the Wolverines, as they will have the ball now at the 1-yard line. But huge interception there.
Absolutely.
But they're going to try to go 99 yards now. So 1st and 10, ball on the 1.
Still back in shotgun.
Schaefer in the gun. And flag on the play.
A good break there for the Wolverines.
And offside called on the Cougars, 5-yard penalty, so the ball will be moved to the 6. It'll be 1st and 5, 1:04 to go here.
That's exactly what they needed. With the pressure they've been going through on offense, they needed a little bit of slack there. Ball on the 1 would have been a tricky situation to try and move that ball downfield. You got a little bit of breathing room on the 6, not too much, but enough to at least, get something tricky going on.
So Schaefer back in the gun. 2 in the backfield. Now man in motion. And the snap. It's a high snap. Schaefer able to bring it down, hands it off, and almost brought down in the end zone is Blake Smith, able just to get it out of the end zone. So the ball will be placed on the 1. So 2nd and 8 it'll be.
And it's a tricky situation there. Obviously, you're not happy with the loss, but frankly, you'll take it there. The high snap, Schaefer, that ball was almost falling in the end zone, almost rolling back. So the fact that you could pick it up and get the handoff, you'll take what you can get.
So the ball will be placed on the 3. Schaefer now in the gun. There's the snap. He hands it off. It was once again to Blake Smith. Picks up a gain on the play. We'll see how much they give him.
See if they can get one more playoff in time.
So
5
clock
seconds
still
on the
running.
clock.
They are out of timeout, so they cannot stop this clock. And they're just going to take it to the half. And that will be it for the half. And just a reminder, halftime brought to you by Ideal Payroll Service. Need payroll help? Go to Ideal Payroll Service for your needs. And we will take a quick break as well. Austin Ulmer alongside Joey Kirkle on the call. It's Gross up 49-0 as we go to the half.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Gross Catholics varsity dance team performing Bang Bang Choo Choo Train this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cougar varsity dance team. Nice job, ladies. Folks, come support the Cougar dance team this Tuesday, September 6th from 5 to 9 p.m. If you eat at the Pavilion Chipotle and mention Gross Catholic Varsity Dance at the register, they make a donation.
nothing quite like the sense of belonging here at Gross Catholic High School, where you instantly fit in and it feels like family. We're a small school with big opportunities for you to pursue your passions, expand your skills, and become a leader.
Gross Catholic not only prepares you for college, it gets you ready for what comes next in your career and life. With more than 100 college prep courses, including honors and AP classes, and innovative dual credit academies, you can push yourself to new limits.
Come to Gross Catholic to experience our exceptional teachers who know you by name and challenge you to put learning into action in ways you never thought possible, all while exploring and deepening your faith through relationships with God, family, and friends.
At Gross Catholic, putting yourself out there and trying new things is more than okay. It's encouraged. There are over 40 extracurricular activities and competitive sports to participate in. Plus, as a co-ed school, there's a place for everyone, where you won't just find out who you are, but who you're called to be.
Come see where courage meets opportunity.
Schedule a visit at Gross Catholic High School today.
Because you
I love football, it's so fun.
You're ready? You put the work in, now we gotta go show up. Roll, Coos.
I love football.
There's nothing quite like the sense of belonging here at Gross Catholic High School, where you instantly fit in and it feels like family. We're a small school with big opportunities for you to pursue your passions, expand your skills, and become a leader.
Gross Catholic not only prepares you for college, it gets you ready for what comes next in your career and life. With more than 100 college prep courses, including honors and AP classes, and innovative dual credit academies, you can push yourself to new limits.
Come to Gross Catholic to experience our exceptional teachers who know you by name and challenge you to put learning into action in ways you never thought possible, all while exploring and deepening your faith through relationships with God, family, and friends.
At Gross Catholic, putting yourself out there and trying new things is more than okay. It's encouraged. There are over 40 extracurricular activities and competitive sports to participate in. Plus, as a co-ed school, there's a place for everyone, where you won't just find out who you are, but who you're called to be.
Come see where courage meets opportunity.
Schedule a visit at Gross Catholic High School today.
Because you belong here.
There's nothing quite like the sense of belonging here at Gross Catholic High School, where you instantly fit in and it feels like family. We're a small school with big opportunities for you to pursue your passions, expand your skills, and become a leader.
Gross Catholic not only prepares you for college, it gets you ready for what comes next in your career and life. With more than 100 college prep courses, including honors and AP classes, and innovative dual credit academies, you can push yourself to new limits.
Come to Gross Catholic to experience our exceptional teachers who know you by name and challenge you to put learning into action in ways you never thought possible, all while exploring and deepening your faith through relationships with God, family, and friends.
At Gross Catholic, putting yourself out there and trying new things is more than okay. It's encouraged. There are over 40 extracurricular activities and competitive sports to participate in. Plus, as a co-ed school, there's a place for everyone, where you won't just find out who you are, but who you're called to be.
Come see where courage meets opportunity.
Schedule a visit at Gross Catholic High School today.
Because you belong here.
And we are back here as we get ready for the start of the third quarter. And Joey, what was your reactions to that first half on both sides for both teams?
I mean, we knew going into this game which team was likely going to have the upper hand. We knew Gross was the more experienced team, the team that was a little bit stronger, bigger all around. But I don't think we were expecting 49-0 at half. I mean, just about everything you can be doing, they were doing. The special teams, 3 block punts, 1 ran back for a touchdown. The offense working fantastic. Besides the 1 late interception, Colby Duncan's been great. 3 first-half touchdowns from Garcia. The defensive line been fantastic. We saw the pick six. I mean, all cylinders they've been striking. And for the Westview Wolverines, struggled this first half. They had a few drives where they'd start to bring it down the field, and then whether it was penalties or just a few bad plays, they would just lose that momentum. But, you know, when we talked to the coach, one of the main things he was saying was that this team has a lot of game experience, and that's been one of the biggest factors, is that experience and size from the Gross Cougars that has helped them take this commanding lead as we go into the second half.
Yeah, well said there, Joey. All about experience, this Westview team, this being their first actual game. Not a lot of experience out there, whereas lots of upperclassmen on this Cougars squad. So that could be why we're seeing a 49-0 Gross lead. Remember, this game sponsored by Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa, located at 90th and Ohio Street. Check them out online at footandanklecenter.com.
You know, and I think the Wolverines knew going into this game that they were not the favorite, that this game likely wasn't going to go great for them. But I think you have to remember, you know, this is a work in progress. Their first game as a school. As the season goes on, they're going to improve. They're going to get more consistent. They're going to feel more calm. So, you know, you're just trying to find in this second half a few positives. What can we go into practice next week saying, hey, we might have struggled, but we did this really well. We really did a great job improving on this, and they got to figure that out in this second half.
There's the kick from Cossey. It will go back in the end zone. So Westview will be starting from their own 20-yard line after the touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines, down 49-0 in this one. Want to try to make something happen here.
And for Luke Schaefer, we've seen glimpses. We've seen a handful of really nice plays, but for the most part, it's been a combination of drop passes and heavy pressure. He just hasn't been able to get a consistent offense going.
So it will be Schaefer working in the gun. He's got 2 in the backfield, 2 out wide. And there's the snap. Schaefer hands it off, and that's a nice little run there for Westview. Picks up the first down. It looks like that was Mark Kiley. Yeah, Mark Kiley on the run there. Picks up the first down. That first down brought to you by Great Plains State Bank. You can find Great Plains State Bank at 15858 West Dodge Road.
And really, that's a great way to start the first half. Get it with a bang. 15-yard pickup on the opening play, and that's a play. That's probably been their most frequent play, that side run. And there have been a few times where they've been stuffed short, but that's really where they've seen some of their biggest runs.
And just a little reminder, the clock will not stop running. So Schaefer working in the gun. He hands that one off. That one is to Blake Smith. Blake Smith still going, and he's got room. He's at the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, and he will make it into the end zone. And that's a touchdown for the Wolverines, their first on the night. And it's Blake Smith. That touchdown brought to you by Papillion Foreign Motors, located on East 1st Street in Papillion.
All game long, they've been searching for the big play. They've had a few 15-yard pickups, a few 20-yard pickups followed by a turnover or a penalty. Right there, there it is, their first play going for 15 yards, and then a 65-yard rush for Smith. What a great drive. 2 plays, 80 yards. And the Westview Wolverines getting their first touchdown in school history. It is Blake Smith doing so.
Yeah, and we saw some glimpses from Blake Smith earlier as the extra point is up. And it will be good. Hit the bottom of the upright, but that one still counts. So we got a 49-7 game now. 11:03 to go as 1 minute, just a little under 1 minute expired here in the second half. Remember, this game sponsored by Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa, located at 90th and Ohio Street. Check them out online at footandanklecenter.com. But Blake Smith, we saw some glimpses earlier in the game, some big runs, but that was the biggest run of the night and the biggest yards gained by Westview in this match.
Absolutely. Great work breaking free. Some great blocks in there by his teammates. And, you know, we've seen a few drives that have been close to a minute long for this Wolverine team, but it's been a 3 and out. If you told me it was starting with a 57-second drive, I wouldn't be too surprised. I would have guessed, okay, maybe 3 incomplete passes and a punt. but a 65-yard touchdown run. What a great way to start this second half and at least get some momentum going. They know that this game is likely out of hand, but they can at least get some momentum that'll take them into next Thursday's game.
So as we await the kickoff from Westview, we haven't seen a kickoff from them since the very beginning of this game. And it was a big return for the Cougars. Didn't get a touchdown, but they moved it down the field on the return. It is Palladino back to return it. So here's the kick from the Wolverines. It's a little squib kick. And it's picked up there from Thomas Gilbert. And he gets it just shy of the 45-yard line.
And today we've really seen Gilbert show off that strength. He's a big guy, able to run through the defender right there on the return.
Yeah, between Gilbert and Jake Garcia, those two, some big backs for the Cougars. A little reminder, Jake Garcia, 3 touchdowns on the game so far, 6 already on the year.
Yeah, he has been incredible to start this season. 12 touchdowns all the last year in 9 games, and through a game and a half, he's already got half of his total from last season.
So clock continues to run now, and it looks like we got a new quarterback out there. And a little handoff there, and a short little gain. Looks like it got to about the 47-yard line. It was Nate Pekar. The new quarterback out for the Cougars is Joe Rimpey, number 11.
Gain of 3 and 2nd and 7.
So we wondered when they were going to put in some of these underclassmen, and we're seeing it right here.
So Rimpey, the senior, getting his first
senior,
action at quarterback.
So Rimpey in the shotgun. And he's going to keep it himself on the option. Gets it just past the 45.
We've seen the play action. Haven't seen a ton of the option. That's just the second time we've seen it. And the first time they did it this game was the pitch back to Garcia for a touchdown. So haven't ran it much, but it's worked out well for him. It's a gain of 3 right there.
So it'll be 3rd and 7. Ball on their own 46 for the Cougars. Clock still running. Approaching 9 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Another opportunity here for Rimpey to show off that arm.
So Rimpey working in the shotgun. In the backfield with him is Nate Pekar. Rimpey keeps it himself, runs it up the middle, and he'll get it to about the 48-yard line, but that's not going to be enough to convert the third down. And we will see the punt team for the Cougars.
And, you know, obviously there's a different feel when you're stopping the second team, but I don't care if it's the first team or second team. You got to feel good if you're the Wolverines. Getting a great first drive, less than a minute to score a touchdown, and right here getting the 3 and out. Taking whatever you can get the ball back. Try and put some more points on the board. Just build some confidence in this second half. Get these guys more comfortable as they go into their second game of the year.
So out to punt for the Cougars is the starting quarterback, Colby Duncan. He'll be back to punt it. There's the snap. Duncan punts it, and that one's blocked by the Wolverines. All Duncan can do is jump on it, and Wolverines will start the ball in Cougar territory at about the 35-yard line.
A game of block punts. That is the 4th block punt we've seen. We saw 3 in the first half, obviously, with the Cougars blocking it, but right here, they're flipping it around. This time it's the Wolverines getting the block punt on the first punt that the Cougars had.
Yeah, special teams from both teams ready to play in this one. So, ball placed now. It'll be at the 36-yard line.
First time today we've seen that strong starting field position for Westview.
So, Schaefer back in the gun. Now it is Blake Smith in motion, moves to the other side of the formation. And a little handoff, that's to Mark Kiley, and he gets just before the first down marker. As we approach 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
I know we've only seen 3 offensive plays from this half, but it just seems like there's a different spirit behind them. I don't know what was said by Coach Benjamin Ryan at halftime, but he kind of brought, you can see, he brought some confidence in his guys. They're looking a lot more confident, a lot more courageous. They're ready to go.
So the ball placed on the 27. It'll be 2nd and 1. Oh, so they did give them the first down now. So 1st and 10. That first down brought to you by Great Plains State Bank. And the handoff there, it's Blake Nelson once again.
Ball carried by Mark Kiley.
Works his way to about the, that was Mark Kiley. Works his way to about the 25-yard line. 26 will mark him, so.
No game that time, it's 2nd and 10.
So it'll be 2nd and 10.
So no luck there. I'd like to see Schaefer try and air it out this play. Worked really well to start this drive. So I would understand going back to the ground, but I think airing it out, switching it up, I don't think they'll be ready for it right here.
Yeah, might see a little bit of play action here. So 2nd and 10, ball on the 26 of the Wolverines have it. And they hand that one off. Back to Mark Kiley once again.
Mark Kiley, the ball carrier.
So ball at the 20-yard line now. Looks should have about 3rd and 4 to go for the Wolverines.
And Kiley losing his helmet on that play. He's going to have to go on the sideline for the next play.
In replace of Kiley is Nolan.
So 3rd and 4 right here. Big 3rd. Get it.
Yeah, you expect Schaefer to be thrown here. 3rd and 4 to go. Under 5 minutes to go now in the 3rd quarter. And the snap. Schaefer hands that one off, and it's to Blake Smith. He's got a touchdown, the only touchdown for the Wolverines. Powering through. He's got that size. And he gets past the 5-yard line. He will pick up the first down. That first down brought to you by Great Plains State Bank. You can find them on 15858 West Dodge Road.
That's good for West.
This first game of the season, you're trying to find the things you want to work off of, the things you can really count on. And I think Blake Smith's that guy you can count on. I love what I'm seeing from him today. Another strong run. You see, started to go inside, made the smart cut to the outside, and then again able to power through some defenders. Big, strong, smart running back. And now they got 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, 1st and goal at the 5. Hands that one off. And that one's Kiley, and stopped right there about the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. Off once again. Running. So 3:45 to go quarter.
Couldn't say this in the first half, but right now, consistently working the ball down the field. Great work here from the Westview Wolverines.
Yes, taking advantage of that Cougar second team on the field. Nevertheless, this is great experience for this Wolverines team, and this is their first real game.
No doubt about it. Right now, you're looking for as many reps as you can get.
So Schaefer now in the shotgun. He's got Blake Smith in the backfield. 3 out wide. Now man in motion. It's the tight end. And the snap. Schaefer hands that one off right back to Smith. And Smith is able to get in, hits the pylon. And it's going to be 2 unanswered touchdowns for the Wolverines with 3:02 to go in the half. That score brought to you by Papillion Foreign Motors. Looking for help on your foreign motor car? Well, go to Papillion Foreign Motors, located on East 1st Street in Papillion.
And the story of this quarter has been Blake Smith. Fantastic work by him. He's got 2 touchdowns, and with a PAT here, it'll be 14-0. And a much better PAT there than the first one.
So the extra point is good. And it's 49-14. Cougars still have a commanding lead. But it is 14 unanswered for the Wolverines as they will come out to kick it back to the Cougars. We've seen Joe Rimpey in at quarterback, the senior, in the second half for the Cougars on that first drive. We'll see if he comes back out for the second drive.
I would expect him to. Obviously, Now the lead down to 35, so there starts to get now you're looking to give a lot of these guys reps. You have a more than commanding lead. You just want to give some guys experience, especially a guy like Rempe. He's a senior. Odds are he's not going to get many more opportunities to play quarterback. So you give him the rest of the night unless somehow, we see a strong comeback push.
So it will be Palladino and Miller Ivy to return for the Cougars as they await the kick from the Wolverines. And the kick. A little bit of a squib kick there. And that one returned from Carson Koziel. Midfield on that.
And it looks like Duncan will be back out at quarterback. You see Rempe coming off the field. Duncan's back in.
So Colby Duncan will return to the field as the quarterback.
Want to make sure that lead stays up. And we saw really good play from Duncan in that first half. Obviously, left a sour taste after that interception on their last possession. But, that was a forced pass. He was going there no matter what the defense was like. You saw he was staring at that route the entire play. Besides that, been a really strong outing from him. He's played smart football so far this season.
So the Gilbert, the fullback, and he will pick up the first down. That first down brought to you by Great Plains State Bank. So ball will be placed on the opposing 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
I think one of the biggest struggles for the Wolverine special teams this year will be that lack of power on the kickoff, because one solid play like that and you're already in Wolverine territory. That's going to be a struggle for him this season.
So Duncan hands this one off, and that's Garcia right there on the run. And he's got 3 touchdowns in the game. And huge gain there. Picks up another first down, brought to you by Great Plains State Bank on 158-58 West Dodge. So they get it all the way to the 14-yard line. Another 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
Garcia coming off onto the sidelines after that play, really padding up that stat line, almost getting a 4th touchdown there.
So looks like back to the I formation for the Cougars. Now Palladino is the back. He's got Thomas Gilbert as the fullback. The handoff to Palladino. Weaving his way through. He will get into the end zone, and it's another touchdown for Gross.
And one of Palladino's biggest strengths, you mentioned it, I believe, late in the first half. He's a very patient player. You see the second he hands it off, yes, he's running forward, but he's watching. He's seeing where the hole's at, where he can move around a defender. And he is a smart back. That's a guy you love to see as a head coach.
So that will give the Cougars as it stands right now, 55-14 lead as we await the extra point. Taking this extra point is Stephen Ginn. And the extra point is up. It is through. And it is a 56-14 Cougar lead here with 41 seconds to go in the third quarter. Once again, that score was brought to you by Papillion Foreign Motors, located on East 1st Street in Papillion.
So after an electric first half, the first points of the half for the Cougars coming with less than a minute to go in the quarter. Obviously, the running clock and the strong drives from the Wolverines have a lot to do with that. So now we'll see, can the Wolverines keep that offense up? We saw the strong play from Blake Smith. We'll see what Schaefer can do at QB, but I'd love to see them put some more points on the board.
So this game sponsored by Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa, located at 90th and Ohio Street. Check them out online at footandanklecenter.com. Dominated against Westview Wolverines, some newcomers to the Omaha high school football landscape.
And obviously, Not really a lot of critiques here for Gross tonight, but you do have to wonder as they go on throughout their season how they'll do in containing the run game, because we saw, we mentioned it pregame, last year they gave up 218 yards, rushing yards per game, over 200 last week.
And on the Wolverines return it, and they will bring it to just before the 30-yard line. So it looks like they'll be working from about the 29 to start this drive.
Nice return there. We really haven't seen a lot of them running it back on the kickoff. Likely get one more play in this third quarter.
See what they do here. They're able to get it off before the end of the third quarter. And that will be the end of the third quarter, where Omaha Gross has a lead 56-14 on the Westview Wolverines. As this game brought to you by Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. We'd like to thank all our sponsors this evening. Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa, Great Plains State Bank, Ideal Payroll Service, Papillion Foreign Motors, ID Bailey, Papio Valley Nursery, Lansky's, Pauline Almgren's Better Homes, and Garden Real Estate. As I will pass off the play-by-play duties to my colleague, Joey Kirkle. And Joey, what a showing from Omaha Gross.
Absolutely. Fantastic outing, and the third quarter, they were outscored. You know, we saw the strong play there from the Westview Wolverines, and they will have the ball to start this fourth quarter. But yeah, ultimately just a commanding victory for Gross, who had a commanding victory last week. It was 41-7, their win in week 1 over Beatrice, and right now they're up 56-14. As we get ready to start the fourth and final quarter, ball will be on the 29-yard line for 1st and 10.
Yeah, and really it's just been this lethal running game from the Cougars.
Schaefer with the handoff here. Running to the right. Great tackle from behind. Mark Kiley trying to find somewhere to go, looking like he was going to get a few yards. But Carson Kozel coming out of nowhere, wrapping him down, and it will be 2nd and 10 now for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Carson Kozel with that nice tackle. Could have stopped a big gain there.
We saw in that third quarter the improvements in the run game for the Wolverines, so big for Gross seeing them get that stop early.
Yeah, and we've seen this all game long. Wolverines working in the gun.
Inside handoff. Not much to do there, only a gain of 4 for Kiley. And it really has been interesting. We've seen the shotgun, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe every single play for them, even when they had the ball on the 1-yard line that play, they still went in shotgun. Really interesting why you don't see them go under center at all. So it'll be 3rd and 7 now, ball on the 32.
Yeah, and we got to remember the Wolverines have scored now on 2 straight drives, Joey, so
you want to keep that momentum going. Obviously, you know, 42-point game, it's out of reach, but just got to give yourself something to pat yourself on the back for. Got to have a strong close to the game, go into practice next week with some sort of victory. So 3rd and 7, 2 backs to his sides. We got a lot of movement on the line here, and we will see who jumped first. It looks like this will be an offsides call. And it will, so 3rd and 7 should become 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
Offsides on the Cougars.
Costly mistake there for the Cougars, caught offside. So now very obtainable 3rd and 2 now for the Wolverines.
Absolutely, and we know in these plays, a lot of the times you think they're going to go in the air, they like to run it. And I'm guessing right now with 2 backs to his side, he's going to be handing it off. And he's going to fake the handoff, look to get this one out, and that one is picked off. Great work here, running to the 40, down the sidelines, going down right in front of the 30. That is Braden Herring, his second interception of the game. We saw he had the pick 6 in the first half. Here he is grabbing his second pick, and right there we saw Schaefer overwhelmed, chucked it up, hoping somebody was there, but right in traffic, and both of them pretty easy picks for Herring. Now we do have a flag down on the play, but it looks like that was after the interception, and we see teams taking the field.
Yeah, that was a nice interception for Herring. As you said, Joey, 2 now on the game. Really showing his capabilities there, working in that zone defense. And on the return, it looks like they did call an illegal block, which will back them up just a tad. But nevertheless, big interception there going the way of Omaha Gross.
Absolutely. You were saying they had scored on consecutive drives. They were looking to keep that going, but Gross gets the response, finds the answer, gets the interception, and now it'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line. 9 minutes to play in the final quarter. And so we see it is back with Joe Rempe at quarterback. We saw last drive they went to Colby Duncan again. Rempe's going to hand this one off. Running backwards, trying to find room, but a good run there, getting the first down and more. Showing the Jets going down at about the 15. He steps out of bounds. Great work from Nate Pecker.
Yeah, what a nice run there from Pecker, the junior.
At the beginning of that play, it looked like it might have been a loss of yardage. He was full on running backwards for a few yards, but he knew what he was doing, found room on the sidelines, and nobody was going to slow him down. Turn it on the Jets, and now it'll be 1st and 10 at the 15.
Yeah, and that first down was brought to you by Great Plains State Bank. The Joey Cougars really moving the ball here once again, and it's that running game. Talked to Coach, he said he likes to run the ball down their throats, and we're seeing that all game long. Saw that in the first game against Beatrice, and once again here.
Yeah, and we talked about Garcia nonstop going into this, but they have a lot more guys that can hurt you. Although right there, nowhere to go with the run. Be down just at the line of scrimmage, maybe even a little bit behind it. But yeah, we've seen a lot of strong backs for the Cougars tonight.
Nathan Memon on the tackle.
One of them, Picard, checking out right now. So he did lose a yard on that last play. It'll be 2nd and 11 now. 7:25 to play. It's Carson Koziel to the side of Joe Rempe. He's going to hand this one off to Koziel. Good job working his way inside. Solid gain there.
Yeah, we've seen Koziel have a couple nice tackles in this one, and he gets the run there.
Hadn't heard his name a lot in the first half, but this second half, getting opportunities and really taking advantage of it. And, you know, we talked a lot about, you know, these younger guys that don't get a lot of playing time, just getting the experience, but really they're getting the opportunity to prove to their coaches, hey, I've earned this playing time, you know? So it is nice seeing these guys taking advantage of the rare opportunities they're getting.
Yeah, this is how you get out there and improve. You get more minutes. So we're seeing that, trying to earn those minutes.
So it was a 5-yard pickup. Now it'll be 3rd and 6, ball on the 11. Again, going to the handoff here right up the middle. That's Koziel pressing forward, and I do believe he got the first down. Might be just short, though. That's right about at the line. And it looks like they will give him the first down. It'll be 1st and goal now, ball at the 5. So we saw throughout this game, it could just be one drive where the Cougars don't put up points. That first drive with Rempe at quarterback, they got the 3 and out. Last drive with Duncan, they scored. And now Rempe leading the charge, bringing his team down to 1st and goal. Again, Koziel at his back. He's going to try and take this one in himself, going right up the middle, pushing through, and he is in. Another touchdown here for the Cougars as Rempe gets his first touchdown, and it'll be 62-14. Good work from Joe Rempe on the keeper.
Yeah, Joe Rempe displaying his athletic ability there, Joey. Able to kind of find the gap, weave his way through. Great display.
And that score there brought to you by none other than Papillion Foreign Motors, located on East 1st Street in Papillion. And Rempe, it seemed like even that first drive he came in, you could tell the athleticism was there. The first 3 and out, obviously they didn't see the results, but he was pushing hard trying to get those rushes.
Yeah.
PAT up and good there from Coast.
And looking at our roster here, Joe Rimpey listed as athletic.
And that's what we're seeing, athlete. So 63-14, 5:45 to play. And it'll be the Wolverines getting the ball back. And we got to see if Luke Schaefer and the Wolverines can get another strong drive going. They scored on consecutive drives, but last time we saw the Cougars with the answer, ending with the interception.
Yeah, and this student sec, they are fired up for this huge, huge lead they're seeing from their Cougars.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better home opener to the season. And they will be back at home next week. They have a home game Thursday against Elkhorn. Should be a fun battle. And we had mentioned this was an Omaha Gross team that has struggled the past few years. They have not had a winning season since their state championship in 2012. This has been a program that has really struggled in recent history, but a 2-0 start to the year and 2 commanding victories. A lot of guys with strong outings. That's what you love to see.
Yeah, this running game, it's lethal, Joey. When they're out there, when they're blocking, they're tough to deal with. And I would argue that there would be a lot for anyone in their district. We'll see how it goes, but it looks like they're well on their way to a start to the season.
Picking up the bouncer at the 1, taking it down the right sideline, trying to cut back, but being wrapped down just past the 20-yard line. That one was Mark Kiley. We'll see where they mark this ball. Excuse me, that was number 22, Carnell Dangerfield. Ball will be placed at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, now for Westview, this is all about just getting reps on there, on the field, get an opportunity for another drive, and also a chance for a coach to make some adjustments in games coming up because they still got a lot of the season to go, and you learn a lot from your team in these kind of situations, even down by this much, Joey.
Absolutely. We see that double motion here. So far every play, that's meant the handoff to the side, and we see it again right here. Trying to push forward, gets a gain of about 2.
Zamir Lewis on the carry.
And that one was Zamiri Lewis, number 1, getting his first handoff of the game. And yeah, you mentioned Coach Ryan trying out some new things, and I think it's exactly what this situation's for. You're down big, you got 4.5 minutes to go. Start experimenting, see what you can make work going into next week.
Yeah, that's right, and it's always a learning experience out there, especially for new teams like this in their first game of the year. And some of these players still trying to get acquainted with each other, probably even.
Double motion, handoff to the left this time. Cutting inside, shifty run here. He's got the first down and more. Going all the way to the right sideline, going down at the 44-yard line. What a run there. Carnell Dangerfield really showing out. Going to the left side, looking like he had 2 or 3 yards. Keeps just working his way inside. Little cuts going all the way to the right sideline.
Yeah, a couple nice moves there from Carnell Dangerfield. Mostly in that first half, we saw 2 return kicks, but a couple nice carries there.
It's not often you see a back go from one side of the field to the other on one play and a carry. Impressive work there.
Yeah, and don't forget, Joey, that first down was sponsored by Great Plains State Bank.
Oh, how could I forget? So 3:15 to go. Ball now at the 45-yard line. Handoff right up the middle, pushing forward. Getting this ball just past midfield, and they are back in Cougar territory.
Yeah, that's big for the Wolverines to work their way past midfield now into Cougar territory, as you said.
On the tackle, it's 2nd down and 4.
So they will chalk that up as a gain of 6. Schaefer with backs on each side. Got the fullback in front of him. Handoff here. Great tackle there. Defense all over him. That's number 88, Evan Rexon.
Yeah, what a read there from Evan Rexon to get in there quickly. The outside linebacker. Huge tackle for a loss there, Joey.
Yeah, he knew exactly where that ball was going, and I will say that's one note for the Wolverines going into next week. They've had a handful of plays that'll catch you off guard, but for the most part, it has been a somewhat predictable run attack. A lot of plays, they have these tells where you see there's a certain motion or a certain lineup where you kind of know exactly where they're going with it.
Yeah, and you'd like to see them maybe switch up some formations a little bit there.
And we're seeing the handoff here to the right side. Able to get past the defender, but only working forward for about 2 yards. That one was Dangerfield again. So it'll be 4th down now with 1.5 minutes to play. And Carson Kojal again, the one getting the tackle. So 4th and 2.
Yeah, and you have to go for it here this late in the game, down by this much.
Absolutely. Just over 1 minute left. Wolverines looking to keep their offense on the field until the end of this game. Trying to get on the board one more time. Here's the snap. Handoff to Dangerfield, working it forward. He's got the first down and more, going down just shy of the 35-yard line. 50 seconds left. They're going to have to work quick. They do have all 3 timeouts, but you can imagine in this circumstance, not going to go through burning them. Just going to try and work quick, see what they can put together.
Well, this is a great opportunity to work through. You're kind of quick. They're still huddling, but somewhat no-huddle offense, Joey.
Exactly.
Want to try to keep play going.
But now 30 seconds to play, ball at the 36. And I discussed the next game coming up for Gross next Thursday against Elkhorn. But for Westview, next game is next Thursday as well. They got Benson at home. Dangerfield, absolutely nowhere to go. Defense swallows him up. However, we do have a flag down on the play with 16 seconds to go.
Martinez and Roos on the tackle, flag on the play.
There was a flag on the play.
Cleanup tonight. Middleton House, you have cleanup in the stadium after the game.
See what they here. I didn't see the signal.
I didn't either, but you see,
Cougars
I wonder
moving
if they're
down.
just, and it looks like they might just be letting the clock run, and they are. They're going to let the clock burn out, so it'll be a massive win for the Cougars with your final score. Gross 63, Westview Wolverines 14. Obviously not the way they wanted to start their football program with a big loss, but they got to work on it. You know, it's a work in progress. They'll be back next Thursday against Benson at home. But for Gross, they'll be home again next Thursday against Elkhorn. Strong outing again for none other than Jake Garcia. 3 first-half touchdowns. It was a fun game here. We want to thank our game sponsor, Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. We want to thank all of our sponsors. Great Plains State Bank, Ideal Payroll Service, Papillion Foreign Motors, Ide Bailey, Papio Valley Nursery, Lansky's, and Collie Almgren Better Homes and Garden Real Estate. Any final thoughts on the game?
Yeah, just what a run game that we've seen from Cougars now, first 2 games of the year, but it was also the special team and the defense all around. Great game play from the Cougars. Excited to see what this team has to offer the rest of the season, Joe.
Absolutely. Hot start to the season. A lot of momentum behind this squad. Opportunity for a big season. We want to thank everyone for tuning in. We want to thank our producers, our camera crew, and everyone for making this possible. For Joey Kirkle and Austin Ulmer, we are signing off.
Gross Catholic students, once again, Middleton House has cleanup, stadium cleanup by Middleton House after the game.